Hello, it is Joanna Shakti, the soul love mentor and founder of Ecstatic Intimacy and creator of the Soul Love Roadmap. Oh, the roadmap. The roadmap starts, well, actually, one of the keys to being able to walk that road to soul love, the deep, intimate, heart to heart, body to body, soul to soul love, is to clear out everything that is a roadblock, everything that makes you go on detours, everything that is even the speed bump, the blind curves. We want to clear out everything that is in the way of you living and loving in the fullest expression of your heart and your soul with the man, with the woman, with the partner that either you're looking for, the soulmate, or the soulmate that you have, the beloved that you have, but you're not connecting on that deep, intimate level that your body and soul longs for. So I wanted to jump on here to tell you a couple of personal stories, things that have been happening for me, and share with you that if there is a desire to open this heart, this body into a deeper connection, and then I wanted to share with you some ways that you can do that, and one in particular that's coming up. And so I actually wanted to record this video last night. There were some things coming up for me personally last night, and it just wasn't the time. So, all right, come back tomorrow. And it was beautiful because I actually had some more awarenesses this morning that I wanted to also share with you. And what was up for me, there was an invitation from one of my mentors to look at the last decade. And what was it about? What was your journey as we enter the next decade of the 20s? And so I was doing some reflecting last night, and I realized that there was an awareness of how much deeper I got to know love. Every day, every moment, every year of the last decade, the privilege that I had to get to know love in a way that was more profound than I could have ever imagined. And I saw subtle ways. I've done so much to clear the path. Some of you may know my story, some of you may not, but there was a point when I share why do I do what I do. There was a point where I was married nearly over 25 years ago now. And when I married him, I so didn't believe I was worth loving. And yet he said, I loved you, and he made the vows, and he showed up. And there was such an emptiness here. I didn't trust his love. I didn't believe in his love because I felt so empty of my own love. And I know that leads to one of those things that I know I hated hearing. And that was, you can't love another until you love yourself. And damn it if it wasn't true. And so one of the things that I saw was how there were subtler and subtler pieces. I've come into such a deep relationship of honoring myself. And yet, can there be those places where I'm critical? Can there be those places where I wonder, am I enough? Or, oh, I should have done that better. And we all do it. And one of the things that's so important that I've spent so much time on, and I work with men and women around the world to clear out, because it doesn't matter what country we're from or what ethnicity or what orientation, we all have things that keep us from accepting and receiving the fullness of love. Oh, I want to be loved. I want to be loved. Love me for who I am. But there's this part of me that I don't like, and I am not going to show that part to you, because if you see that part, you might not like me. But I want you to love me for who I am. So I never actually fully believe that you love me, because I'm keeping these parts hidden here. And so one of the things that we do at the Soulful Relating Retreat is we clear out everything that is in the way, all the baggage, quote unquote, that you've been carrying that prevents you from trusting, opening, actually even attracting love, or staying in love with the partner that you have. Because even when we're in relationship, and whether you've been in relationship and you happen to be single now, or you're in relationship now, if we don't express and complete, so conscious endings, conscious completions of challenges, of past relationships, they're still going to have their impact on us. And they are actually going to create separation. And they'll create separation in the relationship that we're in now. And if we're carrying that stuff from a past relationship, it's actually going to set like this pile of stuff between you and anybody else that you start to get in relationship with. And so I can tell you, so many people have come to me and said, I'm done with that, I'm over that. And then they go, dang, I had no idea how much I contributed to those challenges. I had no idea how I twisted myself into a pretzel trying to make that relationship work, and it was never going to work in the first place. But I stayed and I worked and I tried really hard. And so the Soulful Relating Retreat, we spend about a third of the retreat clearing out, getting you to see how completely lovable you are. So you never have to run that voice, am I enough? Or that not good enough pattern. You never have to twist yourself into a pretzel, hide part of yourself, trying to be the right one, trying to get that love or trying to keep that love. Because every time that you twist yourself into a pretzel, you're actually pushing love further away. Every time that you then try to get them to do things the way that you think love should be done, you're eroding the foundation of love. So we clear out the consciousness that is in the way, that is creating separation from the very love that you so desire and you're so capable of. The tough part and the blessing, is that we are the barrier to everything that we want. It is our mindset, it is our belief systems, it is our habits, it is our sabotaging, unconsciously sabotaging most of the time, behaviors that actually keep us from attracting and keeping the love that we want. And so we're going to look at everything that will open you up to the depths of soul to soul, soul love, soul partnership. There's a story of a gentleman that did this retreat one time last year, and he shared afterwards, he said, I didn't know. I thought I'd forgiven. I thought I'd let go. I had no idea how much I had to forgive. And he said the depth of opening that it created with his wife was so profound when he stopped hiding all the things that he'd been stuffing down, all the things that he felt like he couldn't share. And so that power of that vulnerability, and that doesn't have to be a scary word, because vulnerability creates intimacy, which is the language of love, which is the bond of love. And so if you'd like intimacy on a level that you've not known before, if you'd like to connect and meet heart to heart, body to body, soul to soul, in a way that feels so profound and so ecstatic, then I truly invite you to join me at the Soul, I want to say the Soul Love Retreat. Maybe I need to change the name. The Soulful Passion. It all goes together. Soul love, soulful relating, soulful passion. Like I'm feeling that depth of intimacy and passion. And sometimes the words just get jumbled. So the Soulful Relating Retreat, it is coming up, and I'd love to invite you to join me. If you'd like the details and to find out what it might look like for you to join the singles and couples, the men and the women, that's another thing. Women walk into this retreat and they go, oh my gosh, I didn't think there would be men here. And the men show up. The men show up and they want conscious relationship. They want soulful partnership at the same level that women do. And they get the short end of the straw sometimes. We don't believe it. But it's so absolutely true. So it is profound to watch the men and the women, the singles and the couples come together and create a space where we can open into the deepest of love, the deepest of connections and intimacies, and get that in yourself so that you can walk out the door on Sunday evening and live life in a way that you never imagined before, that has a depth and a connection and a profoundness of love that is truly beyond what anyone, myself included, when I started this journey 20 years ago, could ever imagine what love actually was. So I invite you to join me for the Soulful Relating Retreat. I am Joanna Shakti, the Soul Love Mentor. It would be my honor to serve your heart. I'll see you soon. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I will check back and answer those questions. Also, I will, if there's anything that you need in terms of distinctions about the retreat, please put those there as well. I am happy to answer them. And I'll put the link to the retreat, which is soulfulrelatingretreat.com. Soulfulrelatingretreat.com. Many blessings, huge wishes for deep love for you in 2020 and beyond. May your heart know soul partnership. Blessings.